Hey guys, what's going on? It's Christina, the founder of Disrupt Ordinary Marketing and the Finally Visible Academy. And today I'm going to talk to you about why your services are killing your business. So this is a pretty big topic because often I find when I work with entrepreneurs, they're so focused on the promoting end of things, right? So they're focused on, should they be blogging? Should they be doing social media? Should they be going out there and getting their SEO conquered? Different things like that. And then when I actually look into their services and what it is that they're selling, I often find that that is the issue. Because I actually struggled with this myself. When I first started, I was a multi-passionate entrepreneur. So there was a million different things that I loved doing that I really wanted to do in my business. But when it came down to it, I couldn't organize them in a way that made it so that my ideal customer really wanted to buy those things. Because guys, if we think about it, we can be kind of good at like 50 different things, or we can be really, really, really great at one or two or three things, right? So today I just want to talk to you a little bit about your services and how you might be kind of overlooking that that is in fact the issue of why you're not getting that traffic and those customers that you want to get, okay? So the first step, the first thing that you want to do is create a services sheet. So you may have heard about this before, and if you go into, let's say, a hair salon or a nail salon or something like that, you'll notice that they have a services sheet. So you can look at a sheet and it'll tell you, okay, if you get a wax, it costs this much. If you get, your hair done here or a perm or this, it costs this much, right? And having these type of sheets in your business is so important for a variety of reasons, really. So number one, it's going to give you clarity on exactly what you offer. So right now you might think you know what you offer, right? Say in marketing, you're like, well, I help people to market their business. I can help them with websites and social and email and this and that. And it's like, do you actually offer those things though? Do you actually know what email package you offer to clients? Or when they ask you, what do? You say, I do this, I do this, I do this, and you don't actually have a clear-cut solution for them, right? So we definitely want to make this services sheet. It's going to help us gain clarity on that, and it's also going to help us gain clarity on the scope of work involved with everything that we do. So for example, if you're cutting somebody's hair, there's a lot that goes into it. You don't just pick up a scissor and all of a sudden their hair is cut, right? So you need to figure out, how much do the products cost that I'm going to be putting into their hair, right? How much time is it going to take? Is it going to take me all day to cut their hair? Or is it someone with super thin hair and it's going to be something that I do relatively quickly, right? So we have to determine everything that goes into the scope of what we're doing and how much those things cost. And then once you have that price of, okay, it costs me this much to do this service, then you need to determine how much you want to add to that, right? Because we're not just going to charge our customers exactly how much it costs us, because then we're going to break even, which we obviously don't want. So you have to define your services, you have to decide how much everything costs within your scope of work, and you have to decide if there's any exceptions to that scope of work. Right? So maybe if you're the hair salon, if somebody has super thick hair, it's going to cost an extra $20 or an extra $30 or whatever it might be, right? So we really have to work on defining all of those things. And then at the end, you're going to be left with a really comprehensive sheet that you can then use internally in your business. Like say you have a team, right? Your team wants to know how much things cost, because then it can take some of the load off of you, right? If you're able to tell your team, okay, literally pull out the services sheet, you can go quote that customer. That takes that responsibility off of you. So then you can go and focus on more important things in your business, okay? So number one, we want to make a services sheet. And guys, if you're struggling with this, I have a really cool lead magnet below. It's called our branding bundle. And it has literally a template for you on how exactly you can do this. And it also has a bunch of cool stuff about your customer persona and defining your brand and all that. So I would definitely recommend going and downloading it. All right. So once we have that services sheet ready to go in our business, we now have so much more clarity, right? But when it comes to promoting our services, what are you going to tell people? Like say you have 25 services on your services sheet and someone goes, what do you do? Are you gonna go, well, I do perms and I do hair dyeing and I do cuts and I do this and I do that? No, you're not gonna tell them every single list item of what you do because that's overwhelming, frankly. Nobody really cares about your business until you give them a reason to care, right? So how do we give our customers a reason to care? We have to create a service, one service that is so powerful and so impactful that our customer goes and looks at our sales page or looks at, our flyer or whatever it is, and they say, oh my goodness, that is for me. I need that service in my life right now. That's gonna solve all my problems, right? So one service, right? I have clients and customers all the time that ask me, how can I possibly choose one service? It's so difficult, it's so hard. I sell 25 different things and I want to promote all 25 different things, right? So let me ask you a question. If you sell 1 million things, do you have $1 million to promote each of those things? Because if you don't, you need a core service. Now, I just want to give you an example that I use actually quite frequently because it's a really good one. So GoDaddy. GoDaddy is a ginormous host provider. They do domain names. They do, all sorts of things that have to do with websites in the online space. GoDaddy, what they promote is their domain service, okay? They promote their domain service. So yes, they go and occasionally promote that they also do websites and they do things like this, but primarily they're promoting their one tiny service. Now, if you really think about it, GoDaddy sells domain names for, 99 cents, $5, maybe like $11 here and there, right? So it's a tiny service. But what happens is GoDaddy gives you a domain and they do it really well. So their entire website is completely intuitive. You go, you can easily see, okay, my domain is available, I want it, click, get it, add to cart, pay now, get it done. And it's super easy. So what winds up happening is people go on and they purchase that domain name, and then later on when they discover that they need website hosting or they need a logo made or whatever it may be, then all of a sudden they have a provider that they know also does that. And now they know that GoDaddy is a reputable company. So they go and they buy more things from GoDaddy. And just like that, because they promoted that one service that they were super good at, they have customers for life. So next time you're thinking of what you do for a living, you might have all these different things and you might be passionate about all these different things, but think about your ideal audience, okay? Think about that one person that you really want to work with. What is an easy win for them? Like, what is something that they desperately need in their life that they might not even realize that they desperately need in their life until they find you, okay? So that's going to be your core service. And then whatever you decide is your core service, you can focus on that one thing. So you can focus on one singular aspect of your business and focus on really making it great and making it something that will make your customers fall in love with you, right? So we definitely want to make our services sheet, pick our one core service, and from there, you're going to have services that don't kill your business. They help you truly align with your customer and make more sales, all right? Now guys, if you do have any trouble doing this, we do offer a couple solutions for you. You can go check out our Finally Visible Academy at finallyvisible.com, or you can work with us directly by going to disruptordinary.com and checking out our agency. And guys, as always, if you like this video, if you found it valuable, go ahead, like, comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe, all right? Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.